This is a course in legal humanities and human rights, and we're thinking broadly about why is it that even here in the 21st century, there is so much of an impulse towards harm doing, causing harm to each other, humans against humans, killing, torture, genocide.
The class I teach today is Human Rights, the Holocaust, and the Law, which is, among other things, of course, on human rights and genocide, but even more broadly, it's a course that introduces the idea of morality and soul into the law school curriculum.
And the question is, on one hand, our civilization marches and advances forward, and on the other hand, we seem to regress. We become bloodier.
The failure to sort of achieve a harmony between legal results and moral outcomes is what my class is about. It's really a course on some levels in legal humanities, merging the idea of legal decisions with a kind of moral conviction.
Perhaps the spiritual component is not irrelevant. It's not only about the money. Too often in the legal system, we're worried only about the damage clause. The legal system, as you know, we've talked about very often in this class, focuses on what kinds of remedies, one or the other. What are they called? Cash and jail time. Well done. Thank you. Yes, cash and jail time. And in fact, those are not the only remedies. That's not what people only seek. And that's not only what we could offer. If we are more imaginative, we can offer more, but you cannot be more imaginative unless you open yourself up to other possibilities, not just legal possibilities, but also moral possibilities.
The courses I teach here are unusual. They're unusual not only within the law school, but frankly, Fordham offers the courses I teach here. They're unusual even among other law schools. The human rights course that I teach today is, one of a kind.
Okay. So let's see. Let's begin this conversation of Sigmund Freud's civilization and its discontents. Let's see. What's the best way to start? Oh, I have a way. Here's a way. Okay. How many of you showered this morning? Show of hands. Up high. Okay. These are all the showers this morning. Okay. How many of you showered last night? Okay. How many of you didn't shower last night or this morning? See, giggles. Yes, that's ridiculous, right? You know there's 50 people in this room. There's at least one person who's stinky. But it's interesting that there's some ambivalence about speaking to that, right? Everyone, how assertive the hands were on the, who showered this morning? Oh, of course I did. What kind of a person would come to Fordham Law School unshowered? We wouldn't let you through the door, right? Or the night before. Surely you were showered. Human instincts, human beings, if they were pursuing their own human instincts, would never be interested in showering, or in being orderly, or being punctual, or on time, that according to all human instincts, there's an inborn tendency towards carelessness, irregularity, unreliability at work. That's what it means to be acting human. We're going to talk today about the two primary instincts and how those instincts have something to do with human rights violations and harm doing and torture and genocide. Why is the title so incredibly evocative of what it ultimately means? Civilization and its discontents means what? What's the presumption that we always say about civilization? That civilization is what? You know what I love about you, Jared? You're so civilized. That's supposed to be what? It's a compliment, right? Oh, you're so civilized, as opposed to, I wouldn't date him. He's so uncivilized. And Freud would say what? The next time someone calls you uncivilized, what do you say? Thank you very much. I thank you. You say that because that means what? You are not a prisoner of what? Societal pressures, the cultural demands of the civilization. The civilization is imposing demands on you, and the people that live entirely free of that are people who renounce, reject what civilization demands. So therefore they are uncivilized. Overly civilized people are people who are submissive and obedient to what the civilization demands of us. And what it demands of us is to renounce our individual instincts. It's a very profound idea, don't you think?